Yeah, talk too much. Candace. Yeah. You talk too much. When it comes to the relevant stuff, you don't talk enough. We ain't talking tough, it's all fat. Try to hear that? You come roll with us. Come roll with us. Yeah. That's a must. Any topic that we won't discuss. Everything we touch. Can't get no real. No pen with the picture. Use no filter. What's the word on the street? This ain't talking to shit. But get one thing, real talk boy. So you don't walk around like the lost on the street. Man, it's so 4D. It's so 4D. So 4D. So 4D. Yeah. Shit. Yeah, so 4D. So you know what that mean? Well, if you don't get hit, then we ain't got flashlights, but we lit. We rockin' with Cat, Matt, Candace.
Hey, what's up everyone? I'm Candace, here with Matthias and Adtuwne, and we are open for discussions.
Chit.
Today we have a very special guest with us. Our friend and production assistant, Annalee, is here to offer another woman's perspective on today's show. And of course, make sure these two don't attack me. Annalee, thank you for agreeing to be a part of the discussion.
You're welcome.
We appreciate you being here. So on today's show, we will be discussing double standards, but double standards amongst men and women in relationships. The first thing I want to talk about is what I think comes up a lot between men and women when this conversation is often brought up. And that is why is it okay, or why is it acceptable for men to have numerous sexual partners, but when a woman does, her behavior is frowned upon?
I don't know why it's acceptable. I just know that's the way it is. And I've taken complete advantage of these benefits of being a man.
Well, I think, first off, it's a man's world, you know. That's the saying, but it's the truth. It's a man's world, so what men say is the way that the world abide by. So the rules that we abide by. So back in the day, it was frowned upon for women to do what men do, but I don't think that's pretty much a double standard right now, because right now, women have taken the quote unquote roles that men used to have. So like when I was in middle school and high school, yeah, it was frowned upon, but right now, men kind of chase the women who have like a big rap sheet of men, a big list of men that they've, done been with, because I feel like, yes, a woman's status is based upon the men that they've been with. So if you've been with a guy who has status, then other men want to be with you.
I wouldn't say I think there was a time where a woman and her body was considered to be of more importance than a man.
It still is.
Okay.
It still is, because you got to look at it like this. God blessed women with the ability to push out human life.
Exactly.
You know
so you can't have men running in and out of you.
Exactly. Let's say I go to Miami, I'm from Boston, and a girl from Chicago goes to Miami. You know what I'm saying? I don't really want me to be out there. I'm going to create a fake name or whatever, so I'm going to give girls the name of Sean. You know what I'm saying? So I meet a girl out there in Miami, I'm Sean. You know what I'm saying?
I'm so confused right now.
Just hear me out.
All right.
So I'm from Boston, I go to Miami, a girl from Chicago goes to Miami. I changed my name to Sean. Just, you know how you can be in Boston and meet a girl and change your name because
You mean just give her a fake name?
Give her a fake name.
Okay.
Cool. So, let's say I give her a fake name or whatever. We sleep with each other or whatever. I go back to Boston. She goes back to Chicago. We both made the same mistake of sleeping with each other without knowing each other, but we're going to face different consequences. She's stuck with a baby in her stomach. I'm stuck living the rest of my life just chilling. You know what I'm saying? She don't know anything about me. All she knows is some Sean guy that she met in Miami. She don't know where he's from or anything. We made the same decision, but we face different consequences. That's why I feel like women can't do the shit that men do. It's just different consequences that y'all face with doing the same shit that we do.
What makes you sleeping with her more acceptable than her sleeping with you?
Cause y'all bodies are temple. Like everybody's body's a temple, but the way what y'all was blessed with. You know what I'm saying? Like not only do you push out human life out your body, but you actually have body parts to feed a child. You know what I'm saying? So like I used to tell my little sister and anybody else I really cared about, you have gold between your legs, and like the value of whatever you have between your legs, it could decrease by the amount of people you're with. You know what I'm saying? So why would I want that if it's easy for him to get it, and if easy for him to get it, it's easy for him to get it?
Most women will tell you that they want a man who knows what he's doing. So if the more experienced you are, the better you're going to be to satisfy her, because if you don't know what you're doing, then how is she going to be able to completely be satisfied. So women are kind of making it a lot easier for men to be out here, you know, getting their experience up because that's what they prefer.
This is what is disturbing to me. We're always looking at the woman's behavior.
Yeah.
But who are they having sex with? Like they're having sex with
You
a
guys.
man. They're doing this. You're doing the same
Alright, so
thing.
here's my thing. Alright, so you know why men do what men do? Because women allow it. So imagine if every woman had the same mentality. Let's say every woman was like, I'm not gonna sleep with anybody until I get married. That's stupid. I mean, I'm not gonna say stupid, but you know, it's hard to do. But let's say every woman had that mentality, right? Men will be forced to change the way we move. You know what I'm saying? But because not every woman has that mentality, if we find a woman who's wife, quote unquote, wife material, you know what I'm saying? She's like, yo, I'm gonna make you wait. Cool. There's so many other women who don't even have morals, and we could just get our shit off with them while y'all thinking that we're waiting for y'all. You know what I'm saying? Now, if those little slurs had the same mentality as the one that we, you know, are waiting for, then men have no option but to change the way we move. Though.
This is
But that
going
never happens.
completely over my head
No,
right
it
now.
will happen.
I don't
No, but
think my
it-
question is being answered.
It is.
I don't think it is.
I don't think it's being
Y'all don't
answered.
get it. Y'all don't want to get
No,
it.
I
No,
understand
I
what
do
you're
want to
saying.
get it. I do want to
I understand what you're saying. And a lot of guys say that, but that never happens.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. But in the perfect world, which will never be a perfect world, all women would be the same. Let's say all women had a rule saying, I'm not going to sleep with anybody until I'm married. Men will have to change the way we move. But because there's some women who make it too easy for us, we're going to continue to do what we do.
Can someone please?
Well,
just
men
give
are going to
me-
continue to do what men do.
Can someone please just give me a straightforward answer as to why it's acceptable for men to be sleeping with 10 women, but when women are sleeping with 10 men, she is a slut or a slur or a thought? Like, I don't feel like my question is being answered.
I think it's acceptable within like amongst guys, not everyone. Only guys feel
Because
like
the same way women are being looked at as hoes because they're sleeping with 10 different men, that's how I'm looking at men.
Right. I understand. And this is how I look at it. No one's perfect. You know what I'm saying? And men who sleep with numerous women, they should be judged the same way women should be judged. But it's a man's world. Like I said at the beginning of the show, it's a man's world. So we make the rules. Well, men make the rules. You know what I'm saying? So that's why shit is the way shit is.
Do you have anything to say? Because I still don't get it, Matt.
It's all some hoe shit going on at the end of the day. But
And then we can't say that either. Because we can't really judge people based off the decisions that they're making because we don't know why they're doing it. Like, why are women having sex with multiple men? Is it an emotional, psychological thing where they need to be loved? Okay, Annalee, listen, hear me out. Listen to me. Why do women have sex, or women or men, why do they have sex with multiple people? Is it a want to be loved, or are they exploring their sexuality?
I think for a lot of them they're exploring their sexuality. I don't think
So, do you judge someone who's exploring their sexuality? If someone says, "Oh, I slept with 5 different guys in the past month because I'm exploring my sexuality,"
just nasty.
Yo, I'm just trying to figure it out.
That's even disgusting for certain men.
All right, maybe I should have never said it that way. Maybe I should have said 5 guys in 6 months. I don't know.
I think when girls are younger, they use it as like an emotional thing. But as you get older, you're grown. Like you should know what you're doing. So I feel like they just do it just because they want to do it.
Have any of you ever heard of the master key thing?
No, Cap. Why?
Okay. So women have vaginas and men have penises, right? So, alright, hold on. Look, hear me out. So let's compare the penis to a key, and let's compare the vagina to a lock. Alright? So let's say a vagina is the lock to a safe that holds so much treasure. You know what I'm saying? Now, it takes a special key to unlock that lock. Now, a hoe, with a hoe, any key can unlock that. Any key can unlock that lock. But if someone who really cares about that treasure, you know what I'm saying, and to keep it a treasure, only a certain key can unlock that. You know what I'm saying? That's real shit.
I think you've dealt with a lot of hoes, yeah. That's what
Whoa, alright, time out. Cut. Yo, we're not gonna show. I don't want to do it. I
I
don't want to
wasn't
do it.
ready for that.
I don't want to do it. Yo.
No.
Get out of here.
I wasn't ready for the
Get out of
message.
here.
All right, guys. No, we
Tell
have
me
to bring
we're
it
not
back.
gonna make it
All right,
personal.
we have to
Tell
bring
me
it
we're
back.
not
I'm just
gonna make
saying,
it
like,
personal.
all right,
It's so
can we
deep.
bring it back? So, Cap, I have a question for you. Do you think this standard was imposed on women to devalue them so that men are again in a position of power?
I think yes, because men are in position of power, but women control life. Y'all control life. So with men knowing that y'all control life and y'all push out that life, men are gonna do what we have to do to make sure that the woman who's pushing out the life that we give them, hold some type of morals, some type of morality. You know what I'm saying? So I think back when, these standards were, put out there, I think men felt like, okay, we have to do something to control these women so that, whatever seed we put in a woman, one, we know it's our seed. Two, we know that this woman would do nothing but be the best mother she could be to these kids. Now, let's say women, was running the streets like men run the streets. Imagine the children. Like, you got to look at it like this. A lot of these households, especially in our community, are single parent households. Mm-hmm. So we have to have these type of morals and we have to have these type of standards so that in case these kids are in single parent households, these women will be the perfect mothers instead of worrying about us. Like, let's say men had kids. You know what I'm saying?
That sounds like another standard. You go be the mother and stay home and take care of the kids and we'll go around and sleep with everyone.
Well, hear me out. Let's say
that's what it sounded like, right?
That's not this.
That's what I heard.
That's what you heard.
Yeah, but hear me out.
Matt, I feel like you haven't spoken much on this topic, so give me something.
You only want one sentence.
All right, give me one sentence.
I don't think it's acceptable for anybody to sleep around with a whole bunch of people. But that's just a society we live in where if a man does it, he's awarded, and if a woman does it, then she's a whole bag.
I agree with you.
And it's unfortunate that that's what it is.
I agree that no, it's not acceptable for men or women to be going around sleeping with numerous people. Only because I feel like sex is really an intimate thing and you just can't be going around leaving your DNA all over the place. Like,
I think sex was invented to be something very special. But
I agree.
We in 2015.
You were speaking earlier about it being 2015 and everything's different now. So do you think that concept or that double standard is an outdated perception, like that no longer exists? Because
I don't think it no longer exists. I think there's still people who live by old school rules, but you gotta understand the people who's winning, you gotta look at their wives and their significant others. Like, it kind of feels like men are chasing the women who have the most experience. You know what I'm saying? Like, men want a woman who have that experience and could do certain things in the bedroom, so they chase the girls who's been around town.
Speaking of men chasing women, this brings us into our next standard, which is, why do men have to initiate everything while the woman sits back and does nothing?
Man, I hate that shit. I swear I do.
Alright, speak on it.
I think it's the most ridiculous thing in the world that I have to initiate everything. I have to figure out all the mind games the girl's playing. I have to figure out all this stuff while she just sits back and does absolutely nothing. I think it's ridiculous.
Okay, so Annalee, from a woman's perspective, have you ever made the first move?
No.
Why not?
Because it's just not my personality.
So I've made the first move, probably not intentionally, but
Congratulations.
thanks. I don't think it's something that I would normally do for various reasons. And my first reason is that I feel like a guy would look at me funny.
That's
If I ever approached him, like, oh, what's good? How you doing? Like, I feel like, you guys don't look at women funny like that? Okay.
I really enjoy when a woman approaches me.
Really? I think my second thing is I don't know how to make the first move.
right.
And then there's that fear of being rejected. And third, I don't really ever have to make the first
You
move.
sound like a real N-word right now because men Our biggest fear is, well, I'm not gonna say all men. 'Cause some men
Don't say
really
your
don't
biggest
care.
fear is rejection.
A lot of men, our
No.
biggest fear is rejection.
No, because I see men walk around the club from
But
this one
hold
to
on,
that one
are
to
they
this
are they
one.
cute? Are they handsome men?
Regardless if they're handsome
Yo,
or not.
if you are ugly,
So if you're
just
ugly, you don't fear rejection?
they've been rejected their whole life. That's not true. That's not nothing to them. Yo, I know men who don't care about rejection because like that's all they know. And when they hit the lottery, they hit the lottery.
I literally see men go from one girl and get rejected to a next one, to a next one, to a next
And it's
one.
the cute ones that do it because they automatically think that they're gonna get the girl's number.
Nah, man. Like, yo, you gotta hold yourself to certain standards because, especially in the club, there's rules in the club. You don't be thirsty. First off, you don't go in there and you dance with a girl. Never have a conversation with that girl while you dancing with her.
Okay, but it happens all the time.
Those thirst buckets.
Wait, we're going away from the topic. Why is it that men have to initiate everything when a woman just sits around?
I don't really know, but I think it's, like I said, I think it's corny, but I think I don't mind the chase at all. Like, the chase is okay to me, but it's when there's no leeway on the other end to let me know that, you know, there's feelings involved. I don't like when, you know, I don't like feeling like I'm the only one invested into the situation.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I be feeling like, because if you put all this energy and she's just like, okay, yeah, you know, like I know girls that be like, oh, I'll let him take me out. I don't got no feelings for him. I'll let him buy me this. I'll let him do this. I'll let him court me just because they want to be courted. It's not because they actually care for the person or they actually like the person. It's just they like the perks that come along with the chase.
I think men have to initiate everything because just like our first topic, it goes back into history. Like you said, women were courted. Like it was up to a man to, you know.
Well, I think it's a game. It's a game that we play. And with men, it's like, all right, so the game is you see a beautiful woman, and what the man said, you can't get that. You know what I'm saying? So if a woman pursues you, and if that beautiful woman pursues you, that's a cheat code. But if she don't pursue you, then the game is, can you really get her? What are you gonna do to get her? So it's a game. So we initiate it and see how far we can go with that.
But that's my thing. I'm just as much of a prize as a woman is. So why can't she be like, oh, I wish I could get that when she look at me? Like I'm popping. Like why can't it be the?
Because let's say it's fucking 3 a.m. and you walk on the streets and you ask like 20 women, hey, you want to have sex? Probably 19 gonna say no.
Come on, you're not. And why does it have to be? Because of course you're gonna say no if you ask a question like that.
But let's say you walk on the streets 3 a.m. and you ask 20 dudes, can you want to have sex? 20 dudes is gonna say yeah,
I
right?
don't think she's a hooker though.
Exactly. And that's
if
why
you
I
ask
feel
me
like
at 3 in the morning, I'm gonna think you're a creep.
And that's why I think women don't go up to men and make the first move because they have this thought that a guy's gonna look at her like, oh, she's a hoe, like she's coming up to me trying to spit game because women don't usually do that.
Yeah.
And I think they do it out of fear. And I think that's why I don't do that. Like,
The fear of being rejected, right? Who wants
not even
to be
rejection,
rejected?
but like I don't know what your reaction is gonna be, so it's just like, why do that? And like Matt said, like I don't like to feel like I'm bothering someone or annoying you, so it's just like if I don't know that you have some type of feelings for me, you like me in a way, I'm just not gonna do
I
anything.
agree. I feel like right now, if I saw someone who I was interested, I wouldn't know how to go up, like approach them. I wouldn't know what to say. What would I say, Matt?
Ain't no pickup lines for this. Let's have a regular convo.
Matt, so okay, Matt,
Alright,
we're at a
nice.
party. I see you, you see me. I'm like, okay, I'm interested in him. What would you want a woman to do?
What's the setting? Like, where are we?
You're at a cookout.
At a cookout? Just random conversation. Like, what? It doesn't matter. I like your outfit. I like, you know, you look very nice today.
So what? Okay, Matt, I like your outfit. You say thank you, then what?
Right.
Then it's up to me to gauge whether I want to continue the conversation or not. It's not anything difficult. It's like, oh, okay, you know, thank you.
So if you say thank you,
by the way, my name is my name is Matthias. Yeah, you know, we keep going from there. And then it's like, oh, how do you know the person hosting the cookout? You know, then it goes into what do you do for work? You know, it's very simple.
So how do I know if I'm being shut down or not?
Me personally, I'm not really gonna be too responsive. Like I'm gonna be like, Oh, good looks.
I think women have gotten so accustomed to men being so thirsty that when a man does approach them in the club to be like, oh, that's a nice dress, she'd be like, I'm all set.
Yeah, no bullshit.
I'm all set. Like, not even thank you, just I'm good, homie.
I got a really good story about when I was in the club.
All right, everybody tell me their thirst stories right now.
Oh, this ain't no thirst story. I don't be thirsting. I don't go to the club. I don't go to the club anyways. But so I went to the club, and then I ended up seeing my cousin there. So I started walking over to my cousin so I could say what's up. Her friend comes in. Hold on, she don't want to talk to me. I said, whoa, that's my cousin. And she's like, no. And my cousin's like, yo, that's my cousin.
No, like what do you know?
Like, I don't get it. But like, girls be so ready. Girls be ready. Yeah, they're so used to it. But it's like, even like in the approach, it's like.
And I think that's why they feel like they don't need to try to initiate anything.
But I think a club is probably one of the worst settings to try to talk to a girl.
Yeah.
Because one of my favorite sayings is nothing good can happen after midnight. So if it's after midnight and you're
the only thing open after midnight are legs.
That's very true.
I like that.
That's very true.
I like that.
You can't have positive intentions walking up to a girl in the club. Like no girl is gonna think you got, dreams of making her your wife in the club.
Really?
That's true.
You have any thirst interactions that you want to share?
I don't look approachable, so people don't talk to me. Like, no.
Do you think a woman could potentially miss out on a good guy because she's afraid to say something? Because some men are shy, and some men don't approach women at all.
That's true. I think a lot of women miss out on good things.
You think so?
Mm-hmm.
I have a question for Annalee.
Okay.
In today's society, women today are really independent now. They're going after what they want. Why do you think women are not so aggressive when it comes to relationships?
I think it depends on how certain people were raised. Like, if you were raised to basically do everything on your own, you feel like you don't really have to.
Need a man?
Yeah.
That's interesting.
And I feel like if you were one of those people that grew up like feeling like you needed love or you needed the attention of other people, then your aggressive level to get people around you or to like get love, it's based on like how you were raised.
So to go back to the power thing, do you think when women don't approach men, they're giving up like some type of power that they have?
I think so.
Because you think a woman could approach a man and potentially get what she wants?
Yeah.
What do you think?
I think the whole power thing is funny because I think women don't know the power that they hold. You know what I'm saying? Like everything that men do, we do for women. We dress for women. We hit the gym, well not me, but we hit the gym for women.
They buy bottles in the club.
Buy bottles in the club, not to get drunk, they buy it for women. You know what I'm saying? So let's say women went on a strike. You know what I'm saying? Oh my gosh, y'all would become president. Y'all, well, a woman might become president anyways, but y'all would run everything. And I think women don't understand the power that that y'all have, because everything we do is to gain y'all.
I agree with that. But I think guys make it hard though.
Yeah, well, speak more, man.
I feel like you guys aren't as welcoming as it is for a guy approaching a woman.
You mean for a woman approaching a guy?
No, like if Cap was trying to talk to a girl and he walks up to her, she's more approachable, like she's more open to see what he wants. I feel like for guys, they don't come off like that.
Yeah, that's because you gotta understand it like this. Like I said, women, all men want women, you know what I'm saying? It kind of feels like from childhood on, like women can live without men, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes it feels like women can live without men, the way y'all act sometimes. So if a woman does approach a man, and we know that, especially if it's a beautiful woman, you can have anybody in this building, you know what I'm saying? So why are you approaching me? That shows some type of thirst, because it's like, why would you like go out your way to approach me knowing that you can have anybody in here? You know what I'm saying? So of course that's gonna change the mentality of a man, because it's like, oh, you can have anybody in here. Why would you even scoop to that level? That's like Jay-Z fucking scoop it to the level of coming to the hood to cop some McDonald's. Like, why would you do that when you know
Yo,
you got
his
property?
analogies, yo. His
You know what? I think it all
analogies.
comes down to the end result. Because say like a guy approaches a girl, right? Even if she doesn't like him, more than likely he's gonna walk away with her number.
Wait, say that again?
It all comes down to the
she
end
doesn't
result.
like
Right.
him,
Even if she doesn't like him, she doesn't think he's cute. Because some girls are so nice.
That'd be sympathy, yeah. The sympathy.
Yeah, but you're still gonna get her number. But if a girl walks up to you, if you don't like her, you don't think she's cute, you're not gonna give her your number. So I think it all comes down in the end to like the end result. Like, what are they getting out of it? Because I'm not gonna approach you if I just feel like you're like, oh hi, and then that's it. What does that do for my life?
Can I ask you a question? How do you feel as a man when you get rejected?
On to the next.
How do you feel as, well, you've never approached the guy, but how do you think you would feel if you did and was rejected? Like, would you be hurt? Would it bother you for?
I think I'll be bothered. I don't know
For
if I'll
a
be-
while, you think?
I don't think so. Probably get over by the end of the night.
You
but
think it would prevent you from approaching a guy in the future?
yeah. And the next time I see that nigga, I'll probably be like, this bitch. But
Yeah.
yeah.
To speak from another man's perspective, I feel bothered too. Like, yeah, it's easy for some men to be like, on to the next, but for me, it's like, let's say, for instance, I was in the club or whatever. I got 2 hollers in the club. You know what I'm saying? I'm only gonna, only 2. You know what I'm saying? So, and the thing is, I'm gonna spend those 2 wisely. I'm not gonna go in there and just holler as soon as I get in there, because if I go in the club and get shut down as soon as I get in the club, that ruins my whole night. My whole night. Because I'm feeling some type of way, like, damn, what was it about me? Like, was my breath hot? Like, yo, what was it? Like, how did I come off to it? Was I super thirsty or whatever? So it's like, you don't want to feel like that. And, like, yeah, I ain't gonna lie. For me, reason why I don't be super thirsty in the club is because, like, rejection takes a toll on me. No bullshit.
That's crazy how you both have 2 completely different viewpoints on that.
Yeah, I mean,
Matt, you're just heartless. You got
No,
sandwich meat for heart.
it's not that I'm heartless. It's just that I don't look at it like something's wrong with me, because I know nothing's wrong. I know nothing's wrong with
He
me.
has a lot of confidence.
A lot.
So it's just, she could just be having the worst day. I don't look at it like her no is no. Like, her no just means not right now. Like, now is not the right time. You know, it's just poor. It could just be poor timing. Because
Alright.
if you really look at it, when you meet someone, it's all about timing. If it's the right time, then you know things are a lot easier to you know, hand out your number. But if it's the wrong time, then you're not gonna get the number, no matter how attractive she finds you, no matter what the situation is. It all depends on how the person's the temperament of the person for that day. So, you know, if you're in a good mood and an attractive man approaches you, more than likely you're gonna give the guy a chance. But if you're having a terrible week,
When you say timing, you mean like if they could have a man or something like that?
I mean that's part of it. But I mean, think about, like, let's say a girl just got a promotion, right? And then you approach her like, hey, blah blah blah. You ask her for a number. She might be in such a good mood that she's like, yeah, you know what? I'm not gonna just push him away. I'm not gonna push every single guy away. I'm in a good space right now. I can allow this to happen. So it's not just about how the person sees you. It could just be about what's going on in their situation.
I agree.